What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about on a daily basis, including the fourth stimulus package update, stimulus check update, money, investing, the stock market. We cover it all here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below right now, as it's completely free to do so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as always, thanks for hitting the like button for us down below. We have some major breaking news directly from the president with a presidential executive order and several different things here to talk about. But first, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Public.com. Public.com is an investing app that helps people be better investors. Members can build a diverse portfolio of stocks, funds, and crypto within a single platform. One of the things I love about Public is that it's a community experience. You can follow notable investors, get breakdowns of the latest market news, and even ask questions to executives of your favorite companies. Therefore, you don't have to be alone in your investments. You can engage within the community to see what stock trends others are following, bounce ideas, and have conversations about investing with others on the platform. Plus, there are $0 commission fees on standard stock trades, which is awesome. So check out Public today. I joined Public, and you can see what trends I am following if you search for @It'sJimmy in the app. Go to public.com/Jimmy or use the link down below in the description of this video and or in the pinned comment of this video to receive a slice of stock valued between $3 and $300 when you make an account with Public and deposit. Go to that link right now. Okay, first, let's go to President Biden with the presidential executive order. Then we'll go over what this means, and then we have several more things to talk about. Here we go.
We're banning all imports of Russian oil and gas and energy. That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine. This is a move that has strong bipartisan support in the Congress and, I believe, in the country. Americans have rallied to support their Ukrainian people and made it clear we will not be part of subsidizing Putin's war. We made this decision in close consultation with our allies and our partners around the world, particularly in Europe, because a united response to Putin's aggression has been my overriding focus, to keep all NATO and all of the EU and our allies totally united. We're moving forward with this ban, understanding that many of our European allies and partners may not be in a position to join us. The United States produces far more oil domestically than all the European countries combined. In fact, we're a net exporter of energy. So we can take this step when others cannot. But we're working closely with Europe and our partners to develop a long-term strategy to reduce their dependence on Russian energy as well. Our teams are actively discussing how to make this happen, and today we remain united. We remain united in our purpose to keep pressure mounting on Putin and his war machine. This is a step that we're taking to inflict further pain on Putin, but there will be cost as well here in the United States. I said I would level with the American people from the beginning, and when I first spoke to this, I said defending freedom is going to cost. It's going to cost us as well in the United States. Republicans and Democrats understand that. Republicans and Democrats alike have been clear that we must do this. Over the last week, I've spoken with President Zelensky several times to hear from him about the situation on the ground and to consult and continue to consult with our European allies and about U.S. support for Ukraine and the Ukrainian people. Thus far, we've provided more than $1 billion in security assistance to Ukraine. Shipments of defensive weapons are arriving in Ukraine every day from the United States, and we, the United States, are the ones coordinating the delivery of our allies and partners of similar weapons, from Germany to Finland to the Netherlands. We're working that out. We're also providing humanitarian support for the Ukrainian people, both those still in Ukraine and those who have fled safely to a neighboring country. We're working with humanitarian organizations to surge tens of thousands of tons of food, water, and medical supplies into Ukraine. And with more on the way.
So, President Biden has officially signed an executive order banning Russian energy imported into the United States. Remember that Russian oil is only about 5 to 8% of imports into the US. And you also heard the president there say that the US actually makes more oil than all the European countries combined. And the US is actually a net exporter um, because the U.S. actually exports somewhere around 38% of our oil. It's just, remember, the gas companies sell some of their oil and we import some of our oil. It's just kind of the way things go. But the president has passed an executive order banning all Russian energy and oil imports into the U.S. as of today. The executive order, uh, it's not really something you want to read. It's a whole big legal jargon thing, but basically they have banned Russian oil and Russian energy. Is basically what you need to know. And you might be wondering, where does the U.S. oil and gas supplies come from? With now that we've cut out Russia, and how big of a deal is Russia? And how much is this going to cost us? Well, that's a good question. Here's a kind of pie chart of our imports of oil from all the countries in the world. This big one here is actually Canada. I wish they were all different colors, not just different shades of green, right? 50 shades of green, right? Not gray, but green. So Russia here is this yellow one. So even our imports of different countries, Russia, even though they're the fourth largest import, it's actually not that much. Again, only 5 to 8% of our oil comes from Russia. Canada is a much larger supply, but remember, we probably could just be energy independent just by not exporting as much of our oil. We export about 38% of our oil. Again, it fluctuates by the day. Every day is a little bit different. Um, but a lot of that is controlled by the gas companies, Exxon, Chevron, BP, Shell, all those. But this kind of gives you an idea of the countries that we buy oil from. We're selling oil, we're buying oil. A lot of people don't kind of realize this is the economics of everything. But even so, gas and the price of oil continues to go up. And the question is, how high will it go up now that we are no longer buying Russian oil, and this will create panic in the market? Because remember, oil is traded on a global scale. And remember, gas is continuing to rise here just before this has even been announced. Because of the Russian war. Okay. Russia is the world's second or third largest producer of oil. They go back and forth with Saudi Arabia as number 2 or number 3. You can see here the prices of gas here in the United States are just rising exponentially here almost on a daily basis. It went up 11 cents just from yesterday. It's going up almost 10 cents a day. Every day is a little bit different, but you see from yesterday, it went up 11 cents just in one day. And almost every day, it's going up 10 cents a day because of the price of oil. And remember, the price of oil, as you can see here, is traded globally. These are global oil prices, not just in the U.S. These are global. The price of Brent crude oil is almost $130 a barrel. $130 a barrel. And Russian President Putin says that if the entire EU, the European Union, does what the United States just did, he said this before the U.S. actually announced this ban on Russian oil, but if the EU, the European Union, does this, that it will send gas prices, oil prices to well over $200 a barrel. Remember, right now they're at 129 to 123, depending on WTI crude or Brent crude. He says this is coming from Putin, though, so he's hyping up his position, his side of the things. He says that they could go well over $200 a barrel. That would be almost double the price of what they are. Remember, the price of oil reflects the price of gas. And you could see here the national average right now is $4.17 a gallon. And in some cases in California, they're like almost $7 a gallon. We've seen video footage yesterday I showed you on my channel. There was places in California where $6.95 a gallon for regular. And a month ago, we were $3.45 just 1 month ago. And the only thing that's happened in the last month is the Russian war. And this has just really caused the price of oil and the price of gas to surge from $3.45 to $4.17 on a national average. And some places are less, some places are more. And that's, what is that, a 72-cent raise in 1 month? In 1 month. In 1 week, that is 52 cents in 1 week. Yeah, like I said, it's going up almost 10 cents a day. And the question is, when's it going to stop? When is it going to stop? And I'll show you this headline. Angry Putin set to double down in Ukraine. Intel chiefs warn lawmakers. He has no intentions of stopping. Because if he stops, he looks like a failure. And he doesn't want to look like a failure to the whole world. Intelligence experts Tuesday painted a picture of increasingly determined Vladimir Putin set to, quote, double down on his invasion of Ukraine, despite being ill-prepared for the consequences to Russia's economy and with little prospects of long-term success. Even if he takes over Ukraine, will he even be able to hold a country of 40+ million people, 45 million people, even as almost 2 million people have left the country, mostly women and children? Will he be able to hold a country of 40 million people that are fiercely fighting back? Probably not, unless they unconditionally surrender. Well, probably not. And the world is uniting against him, and literally American Express, Visa, MasterCard, almost every national company is pulling out of Russia day after day. Almost every company that's left, they're just withdrawing day by day. What is Russia's economy going to have left? Their dollar's crumbling, the ruble, their stock market's crumbling when they open back up. Everybody's going to pull their money out. I don't know if Russia's going to have anything left besides their nukes. So Putin's really getting backed into a corner at this point. But that's not really a good position for him to be in, because when he's backed into a corner, the question is, what is he going to do? CIA Director William Burns told lawmakers on the House Intelligence Committee, he says, quote, I think Putin is angry and frustrated right now. He's likely to double down and try to grind down the Ukrainian military with no regard for civilian casualties. But the challenge he faces is that the biggest question that's hung over our analysis of his planning for months now is he has no sustainable political endgame in the face of what is going to continue to be fierce resistance from Ukraine. Democratic Representative Eric Swalwell says, you have been the glue in the international community that has brought together not only NATO, but other important countries. Meanwhile, Senator Joe Manchin says, well, here's what he has to say.
The United States of America should be ramping up and producing the energy the world needs and we need in order to offset Putin's war that he's basically annihilating and just the carnage that's going on in Ukraine. But it could spread further than that, and I'm just saying that we have the ability to help, and we have the resources here to do it, and we have the technology to do it better and cleaner than any place in the world. Please, let's get off the dime and start producing. And you can do both. We can still move towards a cleaner climate and a cleaner environment, and also promote our renewables and all the things that we do, carbon-free. But right now, we're in a war. He's weaponized, Putin has weaponized energy. He's weaponized the gas and the oil that flows. That's his money machine. We can offset that. We have to. And the bottom line is, if you're going to fight a warmonger such as Putin, you better have a weapon that'll at least offset what he's doing, and we have it in energy, we have it in America, so let's do it.
And do you think Congress is ready to do it? I mean,
I think Congress is you can't sit by and see what's going on over there and watching women and children being slaughtered, people that love freedom and democracy, and we're going to sit back and let that happen. We're supposed to be the defender of freedom.
And yeah, a recent poll actually showed that 71% of Americans said that we should ban Russian oil and not buy Russian oil. And that didn't even include the percentage of people that said they weren't sure. You can actually see here, according to a Quinnipiac University survey released on Monday, 71% backed a Russian oil ban, even if it further increased gas prices, with only 22% opposed. 82% of Democrats, 7 in 10 independents, and 2/3 of Republicans surveyed said they support a ban. So this is now official. So this is an overwhelming support. Remember, the 2/3 of basically anything in Congress is enough to get what they call a supermajority. It's actually enough to override a presidential veto. That's what they call a supermajority. So anytime you see 2/3 of any survey, just know that it's a lot. It's a lot. So 2/3 of Republicans, Democrats, and Independents or more actually supported banning Russian oil. And that's actually what happened. So that's what happened here today. Let me know your thoughts here on this. It is kind of the right thing to do. I think we all kind of know in our hearts we can't support Putin, but the problem is that we're going to have to pay for it at the pump, and also with inflation as well, higher groceries prices, higher prices on goods and things you buy at the store. So there's going to be a lot of different things going on here. It's going to be, and the question is, how long is this going to go on, and how does Putin get stopped? So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I will keep you up to date here with everything. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet. It's completely free to do so, and this way you won't miss out on new videos that come out here on our YouTube channel every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, also help us reach 400,000 subscribers. We're at 399,000 and like 500. So help us reach 400,000 subscribers. It's a personal goal of mine to get there, and you guys are awesome. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And you can click here to see how some states are actually passing anti-inflation stimulus checks right now. And there's going to be more coming soon. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.